Have you ever wondered about the best way to structure your notary business? Starting a notary business requires many of the same considerations as starting any other business. So, not sure which business structure to pick? Are you not sure what a business structure is? That's what we're talking about today. So, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. Hi there, my name is Jennifer Cooper of JKC Mobile Notary. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I love having you here. And if you aren't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. This little family is growing and I don't want you to miss out on the cool things coming. Okay, let's get into this topic. Let's start with what is a business structure? A business structure, also known as a business entity or legal structure, refers to how a business is legally organized. Like the choice of a business structure impacts how much you pay in taxes, your ability to raise money, the paperwork you need to file, and your personal liability. Today, we will look at the two most common notary business structures. Sole proprietorship and LLC are the two most common business structures for notaries. So let's dive into their differences and see which one might be right for you. Okay, let's start with sole proprietorship. The definition of a sole proprietorship is a business owned and operated by one person without forming a separate legal entity. So some of the advantages of this structure is simplicity, ease of setup. You have direct control over the business. There's no separate tax returns. Profits or losses are reported on individual personal tax returns. So those are some of the advantages. Some of the disadvantages is your personal liability for business debts and lawsuit goes up. It might be more challenging to raise funds. A sole proprietorship can be the easiest way to start your business. It's simple and there's less paperwork. However, this simplicity comes with the risk of personal liability. I just want to stop right there for a second. And I've talked to a lot of new notaries making this consideration. I have a course about this, and we'll talk about that later in the video. But when we talk about personal liability, you as a notary are already uber insured, and hopefully you have more liability insurance than you are required to have. And you might have renter's insurance on your house, and you might, where your office is. Is there a chance of liability for you? And when the liability is, if somebody sues your company, they're suing you, which means they can come after everything that you own. Let's look into LLCs. An LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. And the definition of an LLC is it's a hybrid business structure that combines the simplicity of a sole proprietorship and the liability protection of a corporation. So the advantages are limited liability protection. Members or owners are typically not personally responsible for business debt and liabilities. There's flexibility in tax reporting options. They can be taxed as a sole proprietorship, partnership, or corporation. There's increased credibility in the eyes of clients and vendors. Some of the disadvantages are there's more paperwork and compliance requirements than a sole proprietorship. State fees for formation and annual reporting. Forming an LLC might involve more steps and costs up front, but it does provide a safety net for your personal assets. So if a client sues your notary business, typically only your business assets are at risk in an LLC. There are fees, annual fees that still come into this. It's going to be a more expensive way to do this. And I'd like to also say that I haven't noticed a difference in how people treat me based on my colleagues that have LLCs differently based on our business structure. How I present myself and my business is what gets me the respect that I have. I earn it. And letters after my business name haven't made a huge difference as far as I can tell in my business. Let's talk about which business structure is right for you. This is a personal choice. So should you choose a sole proprietorship or an LLC for your notary business? It really comes down to your risk tolerance, your business goals, and the image you want to portray to your clients. If you're unsure about this, consult with a legal or tax professional, and they can help guide your decision. Setting up a notary business is still setting up a business. You will need to make a decision on what business structure you choose. There are other types of business structures as well. I have a course for new notaries who are trying to set up their legal business. We cover business structure, entities, business licenses, important information like service area, Google, and so much more. You can check that out at jkcmobilenotary.com/courses. A link will be in the description below. Okay, guys, that was short and sweet. It was just an overview. I do have an entire course about this, but I hope you found today's video full of information that will help you as you begin your own notary business. There is so much to look forward to as a business owner and as a notary. These choices we have to make are just part of the process. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the chat, or all of my contact info is in the description box below. Until next week, I encourage you to take the necessary steps forward you need to take to build your business today. We'll see you later.